Hope your ass is in your seat. Gears presents the finale coming up next here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Big shout out to Derail 212 and Fresh 9989 for the most recent follows. Are you ready for some Gears Cup Series action? That is the question that I ask myself and everybody partaking in this chat here tonight. Thank you for joining us as we are ready to go here for the Gears Cup Series. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat, bringing you all the action here live. The final time here, our final Friday night of 2024. And we are very excited to bring it to you. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat. Alongside me tonight, my special guest and partner in crime, Brayton Blue Chew Laster. Brayton, how are you, buddy?
I'm fantastic. Are we committing crimes together now? Did I know about that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I can always claim innocence, I guess.
Right. Gotta pay the plug to get it done. But again, Las Vegas here tonight. But first, as forementioned in the slides, the Gears Holiday Series 24-25 is going to drop here now. 10 tracks, 6 different cars, and I hope y'all are ready to see this one. Again, Holiday Series starting up.
On the edge of my seat right now.
I know, I'm edging right now, yeah. November 15th is our premiere date. Again, same bad time, same bad channel. We're going to open it up here at Xfinity, with the Xfinity car at Chicagoland Speedway the 22nd. We're going in mini stocks to North Wilkesboro, and the car of tomorrow debuts here at Gears on December 6th for iRacing Super Speedway. The 13th, you have the Gen 6 Cup car at Darlington. And IndyCar kind of makes his way in here mid-season at Watkins Glen around Christmas time. And then fresh in 2025, you have the Xfinities at Auto Club, the Mini Stocks at Iowa, the 87s at Talladega, Gen 6 at Dover, and our final race in the car of tomorrow at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Brayton, what do you think about our schedule? What is your summary on how you feel about that?
That's a great schedule. I know last year, once again, 10 races from a similar format. And then there's a very diverse schedule. You got the IndyCar at Watkins Glen. It's an unusual car for guys that do stock cars. And Watkins Glen is a track a lot are familiar with. But in the IndyCar, it's a completely different animal. So I think, yeah, a very, very fun schedule between the mini stocks, the 87s, the COTs, and everything. I don't think Sean Anderson will be able to go back-to-back if you ask me.
Yeah, no kidding. Speaking of our schedule and our final week, again, this is the finale. This is it, 134 laps at Las Vegas Motor Speedway tonight, and we will crown a champion. A little bit to talk about here, and Brayton and I will get into that in just a second, because we're going to take you high above in the meandyourmom.com blimp cam for moms who need it most, bringing you all the high-flying action up above here tonight on Casa de la Horse Boat. But again, mentioning to Brayton here, catching him, getting him up to speed tonight, and catching up for the viewers at home, people, drivers that don't know. Tonight, Brad Gutierrez is going to have to sweep, and I'll tell you why. From what I can tell, we may have just enough. It looks like we have 30 drivers. So, with that being said, the biggest thing to know is that Van Drugman tonight is taking provisional. He is not here. He is racing in real life tonight. This young man racing down in Nashville will not be here, so you will not see the 45 in the field. Furthermore, Brad Gutierrez still has a shot to win this thing, but there's going to be a lot of things he's going to have to overcome to get there, Brayton. First being, he's going to have the fastest lap of the night. That's a big one. First and foremost, he has to start on the pole. He has to get the pole. He has to lead a lap, at least a lap, to get those bonus points. And last but not least, he has to fucking win the race. And Brayton, I don't know about you, man, but that sounds like a tall order to fill.
Yeah, especially when you consider that 0x for 2 bonus points as well. Those might be what he needs there to maybe steal it there at the very end of the 0 incident points. But that's something you can't regain, though. Past this lap, you can regain that through the race. Once you lose that 0x, you are out and you are gone. You also get that 1 bonus point for bonus mover. So if he messes up that first lap, doesn't want to qualify up front, maybe sandbag a little bit, start in the back and try and move your way up through the field. So a couple of different points, a couple of different ways, a couple of different options, and we'll see if he's able to get it done at the end of the night.
And again, this High Above Cam is brought to you by meandyourmom.com for moms who need it most. If your mom needs a face to sit on at someplace, go ahead and check out meandyourmom.com. Bringing you in the booth now here for the pre-race show. Hanging out with you. Hopefully you see what I'm wearing. Go to BraytonLaster.com. Grab yourself one of these shirts. I think you still got them for sale. If not, buy some of his other shit because it's totally awesome. He's a pizza man. He's got a full-time ride next year. Brayton, take about 60 seconds. Can you talk about that a little bit and what you're anticipating?
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome season, the full 2025 Arkham Menard season with Wayne Peterson Motorsports out Pulaski, Tennessee. We ran 2 races last year. We got 19th at IRP, and we got 9th at Salem, the team's best finish since 1984. So you can drink to that if you want. But excited for the opportunity next year. Very, very exciting.
I'm excited for you. I mean, to get this opportunity is huge, and, I guess I can speak for everybody here at Gears. We are very proud of you. We are very supportive of what you do, and congratulations, brother. You deserve it.
Yes, sir. We'll get saucy with it throughout 2025.
Hell yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, I live in Wisconsin, so I'm looking forward to that August 22nd, 2025 date at Madison. Maybe I'll live stream that shit so you can hang out with me and Brayton right here on Twitch. But alas, we are getting close to qualifying here at Las Vegas. Let's break it down and let you know what we got up on the schedule. Tonight, 134 laps, no stages or stage breaks, no fast repairs, 4 tire sets, and max fuel capacity of 70%. We do have Nate Williams in the booth here tonight in race control. And as always, it's a fixed setup here at Vegas. The track rules initial start is on the green lights, and the in-start restart zone rule is on. And we expect the leader to launch from restarts from the Geico restart zone on the front stretch. Now, this is sponsored tonight, too. Jimmy Weatherman Ensley, I do believe Hurricane Hounds, something to that effect. Of course, I didn't look close enough, and I should because that's my responsibility. But here we are. I'm going to play it out there. Hurricane Hounds Storm Chasing Team offering up a prize pool here tonight. $75 to first place, $20 to second, and $30 for third place will earn $15, and fourth place will earn $10, with a fifth place finish earning a cool $5. Brayton can't go wrong with that in the top 5 finish.
Not at all. And then you also have a points fund there. Yeah, we should probably talk about. Champion, $100 bill tonight. A Benjamin. Second place, $50. So $50 difference between first and second. It's $25 for third, and then love you $10. You can buy yourself a pizza at Little Caesars, Papa John's,
Hell yeah.
or wherever to get your favorite economy pizza at there if you get fourth place.
That is right, and a good plug for your local pizza area. Brayton, I got to ask you, among the mainstream pizza chains, who you got for your main squeeze?
I can't give a hard comment on because of contractual obligations that we may or may not have announced
I'm
yet.
sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
No, we're good. But we're working on something saucy in the background, I will say. So we'll hopefully announce that one soon. But I will say, it's very hard to make a bad pizza, I'll say. So, I mean, I'm not very picky on where I get my pizza from.
Oh, sure.
From the big chains to the small chains. I like to kind of divvy it up a little bit.
And that's a good segue as we're talking about food. This qualifying session is now brought to you by Flaccid Franks. Flaccid Franks has that quality taste that you've been looking for, and for over 69 years, Flaccid Franks are 100% all beef franks that look huge and that taste so good you'll gag over it. Try Flaccid Franks. Your esophagus will thank you. Again, find that at your local grocer, wherever hot dogs are sold. Break out your meat stick. We are getting ready for qualifying live. And let's get out there and see who we got. Let's go with Jonathan Militia because why not? 69 out here for the final run of the year. It has been a long one, but we've made it. And what has he got? The Modelo? Is he really messing with Modelo right now?
It's Modelo time.
It's Modelo time. Here we go. Lap 1 for the Modelo-ridden 69. And while he's qualifying, Weatherman Sam 53 says Hurricane Hound Storm Chasing has had fun watching and racing this season. Can't wait for next season. Have a great broadcast tonight. We're going to pin that shit. Thank you so much for that. Base Puppy says looking forward to all next season for our very own Brayton Laster. Been quite a season. Got a ton of comments in here, man. This is great. Gears is great. Season finale. Jonathan Militia in 6th. I should have said something earlier, but 6th place good enough. Brad Gutierrez out there right now. We're going to go to him. Again, 4th place. First lap, 30.46. Connor Rowe with the 30.32, putting him on the pole currently.
First time in 4 or 5 weeks tonight. New pole sitter, because Van, I remember, has had a pole 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he has. He has. Brad Gutierrez, second lap, 30. Oh, he pole sitter! 30.13. Sorry for my excitement, but Brad Gutierrez is on the pole. Who's going to knock him off?
Still got a couple cars to go in qualifying, but he was second quick in practice. Only second to Connor Rowe. Rowe currently down the running order and is done with his qualifying.
Yeah, that's a shock. Kyle Munson currently 5th, coming around the corner. Can he make it any better? He said, no, I'm not. I'm pulling off. Robert Fitzpatrick, Joseph Enright, and Dorian Davis. Let's ride along with the 67 and see what he's got cooking for his first lap.
Gutierrez can get her done.
That's amazing, dude.
This is going to be his first pole of the season when he needed it most.
I mean, we still got a few good guys that haven't qualified yet, so I'm still holding my breath. But a 30-13, I mean, your balls are out there.
Keaton Sawyer is one to watch right now. He was 6th, 7th quick in practice, on track to complete his first lap, I believe, right now.
Let's do it. Here we go. Keaton coming across the start-finish line. Right meow.
See where it puts him. First lap. Not
30,
very quick at all, 14th.
Not very good at all. No, just fine.
Quicker than Gutierrez's
first lap.
Yep. He was able to get it done. I say it's a very quick lap. It's not quick enough to get pole. We'll see what the second lap is. Can
He's
Brad
still cooking.
Gutierrez pull the impossible? Pull the upset?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, he does!
Wow. Keaton Salyers with a 30.09, knocking Brad Gutierrez off. And pretty much locking it in for Van. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We still have a race to go through. But Keaton Salyers currently your pole sitter and a fast-ass driver. Let's see here who we got. Who we got out here? Wow, we actually have good partakers.
I'm going to go through real quick once we get a final number of drivers.
Sounds good.
In the grid tonight and double check our math, your math, my math.
I don't do math. I said I was fast at math. I never said I was good at math. Yeah, we got a lot here tonight to go through. Ethan Burrell, 14th fastest right now with a 30.23.
Qualifying's going to wrap up here.
Yep, looks like that is a wrap, and we are warming up. Let's get some pre-race interviews if we can. Let's talk to the man. Brad Gutierrez, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Brad, almost had it. You almost had the pole. Keaton Salyers comes in and knocks you off. Besides that, how do you feel about your chances of trying to win this race here tonight?
I mean, I think that's the only thing we're going for now is the win. I think the championship's over.
I'm going to double check this math real quick. I got 30 cars on the starting grid, and this might be your saving grace here.
Yeah, so we're still working that out internally, but Brad, you clearly are a fast car and clearly had a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I got no words. I was.
I know you're a little deflated. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is possible right now. It is possible. You just have to have the race of your life and the cleanest race of your life. If you get that 0x, if you can get the fastest lap, if you can lead the most laps, and somehow, by my math, going off of 30 cars, not counting Nate Williams, the provisional would go to Van there. He'd be 31st by my understanding of the rule book. He'd be the car finishing behind last. So if you do all that, and most importantly, the 0x, the 2 bonus points for no incident points, you would beat him by 1 point.
No pressure.
No pressure, yeah.
No pressure. Don't get right.
Yeah.
If anything else, man, if anything else, piece of advice I can give you from one shitty racer to a good racer, have fun tonight, man. Enjoy it. You've had a great season. You've had your bumps in the roads. The penalties have bitten everybody. So I know you're not alone in that. But, Brad, congratulations. You've had a good-ass season, and I'll probably talk to you here later when you win the race.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the goal. Appreciate the kind words. And, yeah, whatever happens tonight, I've had fun this whole season. It was an honor racing with you guys. Hope to be back next year.
84, leaving it all out there. That's Brad Gutierrez. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Again, that was Brad Gutierrez giving us a piece of his mind and a part of his time. Let's talk to one of the owners and admins of Gears Cup Series, Gears Racing League. The number 9 of Mike DeWalt had a decent qualifying spot here tonight. How do you feel on how you prevailed here at Vegas?
Not feeling as good as that 19 car tonight. I did not see that coming.
I did
Especially
not
with Brad, who was holding that pole for almost the whole qualifying session there. So that's a heartbreaker. But he is still mathematically eligible to compete for this title. He gets max points the rest of the way. He'll win by 1 point.
Brayton is doing the math. So he kind of warned him ahead of time, told him no pressure, but he's got to do his thing.
100%. It's going to be a fun win tonight. Sit back, relax. It's going to be an awesome one. And thanks for being here, both of you guys.
Woohoo! Yeah, not a problem, Mike. Good luck to you, and good luck to everybody in Gears. It's a great night. This is more than just a championship. This has been one of the best seasons of all time for Gears.
33 races, I believe. I mean,
33 races, yeah.
and there's only one person, from what I can tell, that's been here for practically every single race. That's you, Tom.
Yeah, I have been all 33. In this grid, I'm going to jump right to the race. Let's get a good segue in here to the race. Tonight's grid walk is brought to you by BBC Plowing. Again, next winter, wherever you are, if there's snow that needs to be plowed, contact BBC Plowing. With BBC Plowing, our guys with the big black trucks will come and plow the shit out of your driveway and blow your mind with their low budget on the down low payment plan. There's no reason not to call BBC Plowing, so call 1-800-PLOW-BBC. That's 1-800-PLOW-BBC, because our BBC is so damn good, even your wife will love it. Again, throwback night here at Gears as we get ready to go grid side. Let's break it down. Again, they're having their conversations, getting ready to go. Keaton Salyers getting the only pole I believe he's had this year in Gears right at the finale. And you know what? Couldn't come at a better time for the 2022 Gears Cup Series champion. On the pole here tonight is the 19 of Keaton Salyers. On the outside of him is the 84 of Brad Gutierrez. Row 2, you have the 11 of Matthew Weeks. And on the outside of him, the 78 of Justin Vandermerel. Row 3, you have the 66 making his re-debut, whatever you want to call it, Ryan Robertson. The outside of him in the 33, Brandon Meyer. The 4 of David Tucker and the 9 of Mike DeWalt make up row 4. And row 5, you have the inside of 40 of Kyle Munson. And the outside of him, the 69 of Jonathan Militia. Row 6, you have the 5 of Connor Rowe and the 14 of Ethan Burrell. Row 7, you have Jeremy Beal and the 22 of Josh Cole. In row number 8, you have the 21 of Travis Stroney and the 93 Horseboat Motorsports, Zach Lockett in the house. Row 9, you have the 7 of Joseph Enright, and the outside of him, Dusty Wells in the 91. 67 of the Kendorian Davis man in the Bass Pro Shops Club, Toyota Camry, and the outside of him, the 53. And sponsor in the Hurricane Hounds Ford Mustang, Jimmy Ensley. The 6 of Blake Schneider and the 29 of Stephen Gurley take up row 11. Row 12, we have Christopher Pugliese and the 24 of Nathan Fuller. And in row 13, you have Robert Fitzpatrick and Chase Corral. Don't know what happened there, but we're going to keep going. Tristan Acevedo and Matt Albert in the 48 in row 14. And then showing up in the caboose, the 97 of Logan Morris. And another Horseboat Motorsports driver, the 51 of Floyd Stewart.
30 of Gears finest here tonight for 134 quick lap dash to end the 2024 season. I want to look at Keaton Salyers' time there. Maxed his practice time, 2:18.
Wow.
Which tells me he didn't get much practice in the draft because he was only the 6th quickest in practice. Didn't get a whole lot of draft practice by looking at the times versus guys like Gutierrez and whatnot. So we'll see how well he's able to hang on to the lead here. Maybe. He's got his first win of the season. Our first pole, going for his first win, I believe, too.
Yeah, it would be a huge momentum shift for 19 going into 2025. Hats off to him for having a good qualifying sesh. But again, this is the final race of the Gears Cup Series of 2024. 33 races, and we have seen it all. Hopefully you have a beverage getting ready for 134 laps. Again, no stages, no fast repairs, no bullshit. We are getting right down to business.
And the 3 sets of tires in the pits for these drivers, well, let me tell you, this track loves to eat tires. So my 2 tire strategy come into play here at the very end.
Pace car lights are off, and y'all know what that means. The anticipation is over. We are here for the Gears finale right here at Las Vegas. 134 laps of sweet, sweet, hot, wet, and wild action. We are green flag racing for Gears presents the finale. Side by side, Connor Rowe already making it ridiculous around Jeremy Beal into 1 and 2. Gutierrez out in front, and off we go.
Davis down in turn 1, none other than Brad Gutierrez there from that second spot. Trying to lead those laps. That was going to lead lap number 1 off of turn 4 for the first time tonight. Brad Gutierrez in the 84.
And side by side is the 19 and the 78 of Keaton Salyers and Justin Vanderbilt. Matthew Weeks taking that low line with Mike DeWalt. Ryan Robertson in tow.
Safest place right now for Gutierrez to get no incident points is simply just being in front of everybody.
Yes.
I like your strategy call.
If you're fast, right? You should stay out front and be fast. Putting yourself in a position to where you might get caught up in some bullshit. That's not what you want to do, especially if you're competing for a championship. 84, playing it hard and fast and wouldn't expect it any other way.
We had a couple of drivers, I don't know if it was a penalty or what, but Chase Crawl started on pit road and now doing that drive-through in Christian Avocado. No, that's not what it is, but it's close enough. It's not, I apologize for that. Won that down. I don't know if he had technical. I think he had technical difficulties there. The same way I
Technical difficulties or testicle difficulties. We are still green flag racing, 4 laps in of 134. And we are riding on board with Connor Rowe. Again, just finished outside the championship 4. But still going strong for Rocket Racing. Again, a one-and-done team. They are done after this year. We'll see where Connor goes next season. A lot of teams are changing. And it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Travis Stroney running around here in 11th. Got that Nuka-Cola machine. Outside of him, teammate Josh Cole. Cole and that Coors Light going to make the pass on the outside.
Going to make the pass and one driver's going to be making a pass that time soon. Mike DeWalt, look at the gap between 3rd and 4th and Brandon Meyer. Mike DeWalt, if you can. The top 3 have pulled away in their own separate zip code.
And to be fair, Keaton Salyers has always been really good at Las Vegas, as has Brandon Meyer. Now, Brandon Meyer, I don't know if you know, he is the Sprocket Series champion of our secondary series this season. Is a strong driver. Haven't seen him up front towards this playoff run, but seeing him up here now just proves how much of a dangerous threat he could be in 2025.
You're definitely driving a lot no matter where you're at. Actually has a win already on the season at North Wilkesboro back in June. So why not end the season with a bang? Talk about carrying momentum, able to go out there and beat the best of the best. Although he's getting a bit loose underneath Keaton.
Oh! We almost seen some budding sexuality. Pretty weird. Again, if you're just joining us, Brad Gutierrez, Keaton Salyers, Brandon Meyer, Ryan Robertson, and Mike DeWalt. Your top 5, Jonathan Militia, David Tucker, Matthew Weeks, Justin Vanderbilt, and Josh Cole. Rounding out your top 10. Let's ride on board on the hood of Josh Cole.
Hanging inside the top 10. Outside of Justin Vanderbilt. They're in the 9th spot, and you see the battle going on in front of him.
Yeah, you see a lot of little battles all over the track, and it's kind of what we had last week. But right now, everybody minding their P's and Q's. Some of them driving their ass off. You can tell by the way they move their car. Again, big shout out to Jimmy Ensley, the Hurricane Hounds 53 team, for sponsoring this race tonight. Months ago, he brought up the idea of sponsoring the finale, and it was well received. Jimmy's a very wonderful person to talk to work with. And we very much appreciate Hurricane Hounds and their support of the Gears Cup Series.
I love supporting the Gears Cup Series. I sponsored the race. I don't know which one it was, but I know I
It was
sponsored
Talladega. It was the Horse Boat 250. You
That's
sponsored
right,
my
I
race,
faced on
buddy.
the thing. Yeah, of course, I got you, Tom.
And I don't know if I told you this on the in our meeting here before the race. I think I'm going to do a giveaway here tonight. I got a couple Milwaukee Tool T-shirts I'm going to hand out. I mean, I got a whole bunch of them, but I got some T-shirts to give away. A classic diecast from the '90s. Some Gears swag as far as stickers. Oh shit! Northern Enforcement Alt followed us this minute to bring us up to 508. And again, I have not done a giveaway since I've eclipsed 500, and I promised that I would. Tonight will be the night. So if you know friends, you got people you know, maybe you want to get in here, want a classic diecast from the 90s, I got some pretty cool shit. Give you a choice, whoever the winner is. Again, we're going to have an extended post-race show talking about the year that was. Maybe talking to our champion if Brad can pull it out right now. He does have the fastest lap, has led a lap, and is currently leading.
Now, double check my math real quick. He was able to hang on to those 0 incident points. That will be the saving grace. Those are going to be the most important incident points of his life. Championship bragging rights there for Gutierrez if he's able to hang on.
Money on the line, man. I mean, there's a lot on the line here tonight. More than just bragging rights. This will be our third straight newest champion. Nobody has yet to repeat. But Van would be the youngest one to ever win a Gears championship. He is the youngest to ever get to 10 races, to win 10 races on a season. You know, it would be extremely disappointing that Van did not win because he was not here tonight. But again, real life racing trumps iRacing, hands down. I mean, shit, if I had a race to be to, or if you had a race to be at, you would not be here realistically, correct?
No, that's a big sacrifice you have to make in real life racing, and that's unfortunately something I've had to deal with. You know, personally, a ton. You know, more with the real life stuff. You know, I've sacrificed a ton. You know, birthday parties, homecoming events. I didn't go to a single football game when I was in high school, all 4 years, and I know it was because they were like great times. I see all my friends posting on Instagram what a great time they're having. I'm just not able to watch it, unfortunately. But it's a part of that sacrifice you have to make. And, you know, while the Gears guys are great, you know, being able to go down to Nashville.
Beal and Vandermeer connect. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good. No, you're great.
Squeaking like a high school teenager. No caution, but these guys are fucked. Beal's riding the outside wall. Vandermeer's taking it slow. Beal now gets a chance to get down. Definitely screwed their race. Hands down.
Huge capooched on that one. Vandermeer low and slow, trying to get to the apron.
That is unfortunate.
Go back real quick to what we're talking about. The odds of Van winning the championship, I'd say, even right now, are greater than 98% just because of everything that has to happen. You know, one spin, one bump. If he puts his left side tire, if Brad puts his left side tires in the grass and wins the race, it doesn't matter. Second place does not get the job done here tonight.
Hey, this is Brayton Lasker, Pizzalytics, everyone. Pizzalytics here in the house. Keeping it real. Ethan Burrell, Mike DeWalt almost getting into it. I appreciate the insight, Brayton, because I do not pay attention to that enough. Side by side now. Oh, DeWalt getting underneath the white line. Getting loose. He's going to hang on, but he's going to lose a ton of position.
Better keep going, Brayton. Put it in the wall. Saw the bobble there through 1 and 2. About took out Blake Schneider in the process, but able to keep his race alive.
Yeah, Blake Schneider there, that number 6 Miller Lite Ford Mustang driving around. I love it because I'm from Wisconsin. Multiple drivers reporting running out of grip. Base puppy is Nate Williams. He is our race control. And a guy we're going to bring in right now for a little bit of insight if I can find his ass. Here we go. Nate Williams, you got a copy.
Here too.
Thank you for joining the program. Hopefully you're having a couple beverage, enjoying the championship. Explain a little bit about the grip.
Well, as you've seen, Mike, the biggest one, most recent one here, lost it off of turn 2 there. There's a couple of drivers who are getting a little slidey in the middle of the corners, and some of them are coming over the radio and just complaining that the tires are starting to wear already. But this track will really do it to you if you just start overrunning your tires. Turn 1 and 2 especially, if you try to overrun it in the next gens, they're just going to start turning on you. So it's something for drivers to really look out for right now. And it's also getting into strategy time, so they're going to try to figure out how they want to balance tires and fuel.
Do we have any indication on fuel on how long they can run?
I don't, but I'm sure there's information somewhere.
Well, we'll find out when
I
they
did not get that. I usually get that from Mike before the race, but I did not get that for this one.
But yeah, just definitely something to watch out for, because there are cars getting a little slippy slidey and going back and forth a little bit.
Wet and wild in Las Vegas again. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And Williams, do you want to go back to race control, or do you want to hang out with us? The option is yours.
Go ahead and drag me back, and then if you need me again, just drag me back in here.
All right. Thank you for your time, Nate. Again, Nate Williams on race control tonight. Base Puppy in the chat. Give him a shout out.
You can hear him frantically clicking through the field. And very, very busy man, Nate Williams. Gotta give him credit and their entire gear staff.
He's like the FBI, man. He's all over the place. He's on you. You don't even know it.
Not a single half spin would go unnoticed by Nate.
No shit. No shit. And the funniest thing is, like, sometimes he'll click into like the gyro cam and like ride along with people. You know, just hang out and ride along. And,
you only know that they're being watched.
That's right. You don't even know that you got a passenger. It's like a ghost in your fucking seat. And he's fat.
It's Nate Williams in the car with us.
Riding on board now with Ken Dorian Davis in that 67 machine. Battling the Procter & Gamble Gillette DeWalt, number 9 of Mike DeWalt.
Of note, Chase Sproul has parked for the night. He's starting in the pit.
He's parked it?
He's parked it. He is taking it to the garage.
That is not sexy. Again, Brayton Laster rather be at a T-Swift concert tonight. But it's
couldn't afford tickets.
graciously decided to join us. Yeah, pit stops are starting to happen. I see Ryan now tucking to pit lane. Ryan Robertson. Zach Lockett here riding on board in 13. Brad Gutierrez, Keaton Salyers, Matthew Weeks, David Tucker, and Ethan Burrell, your top 5, with Josh Cole, Connor Rowe, Brandon Meyer, Jonathan Militia, and Kyle Munson, your top 10. Northern Enforcement Alt says, what is the Gears Discord? I can give that to you. Field run is 40-45 laps, so we got about 15 laps to go before we start hitting that window. Northern Enforcement, I gotta ask, what is the goal of obtaining the Gears Discord information? Are you a driver? Are you a lurker? What's your story, pal? We need to know. Travis Stroney in the Nuka-Cola 21 Toyota Camry. Oh, hell yeah. All right. In Freedom United, Travis is. That is the goal. Well, here you go. Copy and paste that bitch, and you can get into the league again. Maybe get in for the holiday series. Again, we'll drop that schedule again. It'll be 6 different cars at 10 different tracks. Tune in for that. I'll be in and out again. Taking a little bit of time off on Friday nights after this one, just to recollect. Again, I've been here 33 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
We've had a long season, Tom. I gotta give it to you. You and the entire Gears admin team and staff team. You guys are very dedicated to what you do. I'm sure, on behalf of myself and the rest of the drivers, I have one start this season as a driver. We're very grateful to you guys, to everyone.
Broadcasting is needed indeed across different leagues, but 33 weeks is a longer time than one would expect. Again, even broadcasters that are professional in the field don't follow one series all 33 weeks. So it's different. You know, they hand it off to Fox, TBS, you know, USA, you know, BET. I don't know.
I heard you're broadcasting the Arkham Menard series next year. Is that true?
I would love that. I would love the opportunity. Call me, Arca. Call me. I won't swear. I'll be nice. Brayton will put in a good work for me. I got a good resume.
We'll have a great.
Brayton on
I'm
the
sure
spot.
you'll bring a lot of enthusiasm to the move.
I'll bring a lot of color to the commentary.
I think it'd be great to the Fox Sports broadcast next year.
Yeah, let me hang out with Tom Brady and tell him how much I hate him. Brad Gutierrez, Matthew Weeks, David Tucker, Ethan Burrell, and Josh Cole, your top 5. Big shout out to Josh Cole. Has taken a little bit of a hiatus. Now he's back, showing that silver bullet what he's got. Bringing Freedom United up here again. A lot of 3 straight Freedom United guys right here. Biggest mover of the night is the 24 of Nathan Fuller.
Flying through the field in that beautiful number 24 speed.
He is. He definitely is.
You know, I'm looking at your broadcast, and I have trading paints on, but it's not working. I don't know why, but...
You gotta restart that shit, brother. You gotta just hit the old restart. The old refresh.
RR?
The old RR.
Art? Read download paint.
I don't know, man.
Figure it out.
Getting all swollen.
Gutierrez, Weeks, Burrell, Tucker, and Cole, your top 5. Keaton Salyers, Brandon Meyer, Nathan Fuller, Kyle Munson, and Jonathan Militia, your top 10. Big shout out to Militia, recovering from hand surgery or carpal tunnel surgery. A couple weeks removed from that. He
We have
is
a move
up
for the
tonight.
lead.
Oh, shit.
Not interrupting. Matthew Weeks out from nowhere, basically. Drove up to the back bumper of Gutierrez and passed him for the lead, coming off a turn 4. New leader for the first time, lap 33, given to Matthew Weeks.
Hell yeah. Matthew Weeks, one of those guys I think, and Brayton, I know you don't know him as well. Oh, Salyer's almost going for a ride. As I was saying about Weeks, Weeks is a solid driver. And I think if he would have raced full-time this year, he would be in this championship 4 right now. He is damn good.
Oh, 100%. He's about the only one that's able to take it to Van. He's got 2 wins the last 3 races, those coming out Bristol and Darlington, and
Yeah.
a handful of poles to go as well. 3 wide back and 4 wide. Go to the turn 1. Keaton
shit.
backed out of it. Jeremy Bial, Brandon Meyer, and Kyle Munson. They're still 3 wide trying to sort out through turn 2, and Jeremy Bial is going to take home the win in that battle, albeit he's 9 laps down on pressure tires, I believe.
Hey, his car looks good. Looks like it's fixed. Didn't affect him that much. He's going to feel it. Long green flag runs won't do him any good right now, but at least he's back out on the track. Let's see if I can talk with him, because he's going to be our in-race reporter. Jeremy Beal, you got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Jeremy, real quickly now, I know you said you didn't care, so I'm bringing you in during
Good.
the race. Jeremy, I know you're several laps down. You got caught up in some unfortunate circumstances, but how's the track, and how are you?
Good, man. I love it. Just got a little loose coming out of 4 right there. Got into the side of Vander Burrell and bent a toe link. But I'm back out here now turning some laps, so going to have fun and see what happens. Still early.
Got that torch out and fixed that toe link. You're back out and looking fresh. Best of luck to you, brother. We'll bring you back in later.
Thank you.
Again, in-race reporter number 42, Jeremy Bial in the target machine. Bial.
Like I'm good at butchering people's names. So I apologize.
No, that's good. Please do.
Everyone
I
in
do
the
it all the time. I do it until they correct me. Like if you're gonna want me, if you're gonna want me to say your name, and you know it looks a little different, you may want to tell me because I'm gonna destroy it live.
Did you have a pit for number 66 of Ryan Robertson?
Did it again?
Hitting
I
this
thought he was
time.
in a couple laps ago.
He might be. I might be seeing the message now, but I saw a message from him where it said pitting in this time, so we'll see.
Okay.
Brandon Meyer in this time though on the radio. He's way up there in 7th. Number 33,
Yeah.
low and slow. Here he comes.
33 entering pit lane a little early, but again, not. Maybe he's on his own pit strategy. Brandon Meyer very good at that, so I do not question what he's doing right now. But Matthew Weeks has looks like over a second lead on Brad Gutierrez. And then there is a dogfight, 3rd all the way back till about 6th. That smoke inspired office depot machine of Ethan Burrell leading this pack through the track. David Tucker has moved up from his start in 7th. Again, a guy that's always been up near the front when he's competed here. is carrying that tradition on going forward. Josh Cole, again, as I mentioned, started 14th, now up to 5th in that 22 Silver Bullet. Looks like Vegas is one of his strong suits. This looks like it would be a good time as we're getting ready for the pit window for our first Loose and Loud of the evening.
Take it
I
back.
hope you're ready for it. Give Brayton a chance to maybe stand up, stretch his legs. This was brought to you by meandyourmom.com for moms who need it most. Again, if your mom needs a face to sit on in some place, go look up meandyourmom.com.
No, I'm recovering from COVID. So, yeah, I had COVID this past week. It was terrible. Time to time. What we got? Huh. Oh, is it a pizza one? Is it a blue Q? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Absolutely not. No. Handful guy.
coming back here now, 49 laps in of 134. Again, I'm Tom Torrey alongside special guest Brayton Laster. Again, Brayton, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on this special occasion. Brandon Meyer is your leader currently. Brad Gutierrez, Matthew Weeks, Josh Cole, and Ryan Robertson, your top 5 as we go through the pit cycle during our Loose and Loud. So it was interesting to see how that all played out. But Brayton, I was going to ask you while we were off the air for the moment that we were, but how did that deal come out with you riding? Because you have a full ride next year, which we're all just super juiced about. But how did that come? Was that really sudden, or is that something that you worked on throughout the year?
Well, it was very much. It wasn't a super late deal that got put together, but it's only been in the works for the past month or so, maybe a month and a half. It started when I raced with the team at IRP in July, Indianapolis Racing Park. We got 19th there, and then we ran Salem the next week, and those were very unique situations themselves, which I'm not going to go into full detail there because it'll take a time.
Sure.
But we got that 9th place at Salem, and that was the team's best finish since 1984. In 40 years, their best ever finish, or tied their best finish. So they were very, very happy with that. And took a couple weeks off and thought about it. We ran Watkins Glen for another team, just kind of as a one-off deal. We ran the Springfield and DeCoin dirt races for another team. The Rise Motorsports Championship we ran last year. Excuse me. And I've always wanted to race full time, a NASCAR series. That's what every driver wants.
That's the goal, right? Like that's the dream.
100%.
New leaders, the 84, by the way. Continue on.
And basically, I was trying to put together my options for next year, and I could go maybe try to run some track races, some Xfinity stuff, and whatnot. But I thought, what's best for me for my career, and a full season. I don't think I could beat the truck series. Is just so competitive that I don't think I could go there and be as competitive as I'd like to be, even if it was with a smaller team or something like that. So with ARCA, you could do a lot with a smaller team. Brandon Meyer, your leader in the wall, heavy damage. That 33 machine, by the way. And he's going to surrender the lead to Gutierrez and company.
I think you're behind, brother. We're already at lap 54. Gutierrez took over the lead about 2 laps ago. Not trying to call you out.
Meyer just hit the wall, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. I seen that. I thought, okay, yeah. So Gutierrez, Weeks, Cole, Meyer, Burrell, your top 5. Tucker, Fuller, Robertson, Salyers, and Munson rounding out your top 10. So you basically built a rapport with these guys. They're impressed by what you do.
And we got good finishes in like middle August, I'd say.
Okay.
We start kind of putting a thing or two together for next year. I gave them a call. I was like, hey, what do you guys think about running next year full time? And they only had a full race driver for about half the season this year, where they were able to have a driver that was able to run the full race. And so they're like, hey, if you're interested, we're definitely interested. They're a small team. You have some teams in ARCA that spend $100,000 a race, and they're little cup teams of cup equipment, wind tunnels, and pull down rigs, and cup parts, or top line Xfinity parts, and nearly $100,000 a race. In this team, they work out of a 2-car garage in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, basically. And it's not a very fancy 2-car garage either.
Hey, but everybody gets their start somewhere, man. I mean, Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, they all got their start in a lower series. Now, granted, their dad was, Dale Earnhardt's dad was a NASCAR driver or whatever, but everybody gets their start somewhere. And again, you are just making your way again. What are you? How old are you? Like 22?
Oh yeah, exactly. I turned 22 in August. It was one of my, I think it was my birthday weekend is when I first called them on August 28th, and I was like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And we ran the dirt races, and we saw them there. We were driving for a different team, but we saw them there, and we're like, hey, is this something guys? That was when we first made talk. No, we'd love that. And past couple months, I've been working on it, and then we finally get something put together the last couple weeks, and we finally get the deal signed earlier this week and announced, and they're happy. I'm very happy. It's a very, very exciting deal. It's also my last year of rookie eligibility, so I'll be going for the Rookie of the Year honors as well.
Now let's talk about that for a second. What is what constitutes a rookie? Like, what is your window? What is that all like?
Yeah, so for ARCA, it's 20 races in the ARCA platform, or 4 years if everyone comes first. And obviously, you can't compete in a bigger series like the Truck or Xfinity Year Cup.
Sure.
I'm at about 18 total confirmed, or 18 races leading out of this year. And next year is my 4th year of racing ARCA. So literally, if I'd ran 2 extra races at any point in my ARCA career, I would no longer be a rookie next year. So
Okay, all right.
very,
That makes
very
sense.
close guidelines. Next year's my 4th year too. So
It seems like it's kind of evolving how it should, right? Like you're getting on that plane, you're on your way. Base Puppy asks in the chat, what would it take to get on the car in 2025? This is a good spot for sponsorship.
That's a great.
Good segue.
Excuse me, that's a great question. So we typically do smaller sponsors all the way up with a primary, probably one of the cheapest primaries in the NASCAR garage because we're with such a small team.
Sure.
Typically a smaller B or C pillar spot starts at about $100 for for Daytona, for Bristol, or Toledo. We have the same price all throughout the race too. We have a couple $200, $300, $400 spots. That are a little bit bigger on the BC pillars. Underneath the numbers, stuff like that, or behind the number, and then we have primaries in the $5,000 to $10,000 range. So
Damn,
girlfriend. It sounds like a lot, but we're doing a lot with a little is the thing. Next year we expect to not really contend for wins, but that's just part of it. I'm gonna be out there for all 20 races. That's what's important.
That's awesome, though. At least you're competing, man, and that's the thing.
Yep.
And sometimes races can be a battle of attrition, more so on iRacing than it is in real life. But ARCA, anything is possible. The mistakes were human. They're bound to happen. But again, congratulations. Again, sponsorships are available. If you need to get in touch with Brayton, feel free to whisper me here on Twitch or DM him on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't even know what that page is anymore. I just happen to view it every now and again. 63 laps of 134 complete. Matthew Weeks has recently taken over the lead a couple laps ago. Brad Gutierrez in second. Josh Cole, Ethan Burrell, Nathan Fuller, your top 5. David Tucker, Brandon Meyer, Jonathan Militia, Kyle Munson, and Mike DeWalt rounding out your top 10. Biggest mover of the night, you're looking at him, the 24 of Nathan Fuller, having a good showing here tonight.
A very good showing for all these drivers.
Very good showing. Again, Elgin, South Carolina native, Army veteran, laying it down for his comrades here tonight. I shouldn't say comrades, but his team, his unit, throwing it down the exalts at 24. Brayton, go ahead, take it away. Do some play-by-play. I'll do the camera work. Let's see what you got.
Going to go up to that lead team, Matthew Weeks. They're looking for his 3rd win of 4 races. About to put Stephen Gurley Jr. a lap down. Gurley running that high line, giving Weeks a bit of a challenge right now, actually. Go a lap down. He is on the lead lap still, so he has a right to fight. Finally going to go a lap down and more lap pass in front of their leader, Christopher Pugliese, and Logan Morris next on the chopping block, as I can call it. As far as about to go a lap down, they're going there in turn 1 here at Las Vegas. Trying to work together, I feel like, maybe a little bit, see if they can. As Weeks just a ton of speed out of that 11 car right now. Nothing anyone can really do about it. Over a 2.5 advantage. Second place of Brad Gutierrez. Yellow flag is out.
We have a yellow flag. Where is it? Somebody tell me or I'm going to scream.
It is Dustin Walls in the walls, I believe.
Dusty Wells in the 16, Spicy Chicken Wendy's Machine in the wall. Let's see what the hell happened to him. Let's back that ass up and give it up for the Gears Cup Series Instant Replay powered by me and your mom.com. Let's bring it in here and see what we got. Coming off of turn 3 and 4. Looks like Tristan Avocado hits the wall. And, he does a kickflip. He does a fucking kickflip. Ends up in the wall. Avocado says, here's my middle finger. You're number 1. Let's back that ass up.
I don't think anyone could really do there. That kickflip was very...
it was cool.
Very saucy, though. No, that was insane.
It's like Tony Hawk, man. And I know I've made some Tony Hawk references over the course of this season, but this is probably the best one. Let's take a look. Acevedo bounces off the wall. Oh, just caught him just right. And the thing is, he landed it. He landed it, folks. Big shout out to Dustin Wells and his Tony Hawk Pro Skater abilities. We'll watch it one more time, and let's ride on board with the 91, or excuse me, the 16. Well, he's supposed to be the 91, but he's the 16 of Dusty Bottoms. I mean, Dusty Wells. Everything's all right. He's having a good time.
Oh, holy cow. Nowhere to go.
Here we go. Going into turn 3 and 4. Avocado is like, hey, there's the wall. I'm going to find it. And he's like, oh. Kick flip. He lands it. And breaks the toe link in the process. And that was the Gears Cup Series instant replay. Currently in the garage is Dustin Wells. Matthew Weeks, your current leader after the pit cycle. Mike DeWalt, Brad Gutierrez, Josh Cole, and Nathan Fuller leading us out. Base Puppy says net code out the ass. I don't know if it was net code out the ass other than a wicked kickflip.
The kickflip was the coolest part about that wreck, I'd say. That's very
style points.
cool.
Style points, you got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. Good style.
Sure, Gutierrez would love some style points. Trying not to go towards that championship.
No shit.
He needs to lead some laps. He's led the most, I believe, anyone tonight. They had a 32-33. It's been kind of back and forth between everyone else, but needs to get back out front. It's going to save Pugliese. We were talking about a second or two ago. Got to go a lap down. Get saved by the bell.
Yeah, that was a close one for him. Able to pull it out. It's stay on the lead lap, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him, but he lucked out here for that one. Looks like Ensley and Fitzpatrick looking for the reach around.
Ooh.
And while we're under caution, I emailed the folks at Blue Chew here.
Oh, boy.
And they told me that, you're sponsoring them. I make fun of you, Brayton Blue Chew last year on Twitter, whatever. But I heard you sat down with Blue Chew, and here was some quotes that I was able to pull from them. It says, Blue Chew is a choice for me because nothing will stop me from finishing. Which is, wow, I can't believe you said that. And then throbbing and thrilling action, at least for me anyways.
They're great.
I can't even keep it legit. Now, Brayton, are these true quotes, or is this just fodder right here?
I think you forgot one. The big thing Blue Chew reminds you is don't blow your load, blow their motor. Here
That's right.
Gears
That's
Cup
right.
Series.
That's right. Again, Brayton, for his brief moment. Again, I gotta ask: are you still sponsored by Blue Chew, or is that done? I gotta be real.
They will return to the Wayne Christian entry in 2025. My knowledge.
All right. Well, again, they did not give me that knowledge, but they did give me those quotes. Again, Brayton Laster for Blue Chew, keeping it hard and keeping it real right here on Casa de la Horseboat. And I swear to God, I hope you're not taking Blue Chew right now, because that'd be really awkward right at this moment.
They did send me some lovely samples to try out.
Did they really? Like legit? Like, did they really?
I have a package sitting on my desk. I do.
It's amazing.
It's not the real thing, but it's pretty close. You have to have a prescription to use Blue Chew, I will say. They want everyone to use a prescription, but you can get one from
Hey, man. Get them on the dark web or from your doctor with prescription. Blue Chew. Matthew Weeks and Mike DeWalt on the front row. Brad Gutierrez, Josh Cole, row 2. I'm so sorry. Brayton, Nathan Fuller and Ethan Burrell, row 3. Jonathan Militia, David Tucker, row 4. Connor Rowe and Kyle Munson rounding out your top 10. And in row 5. Pace car is now going to depart from the field and enter pit lane. Geico restart zone controlled by the 11 of Matthew Weeks. Let's get back at it for Gears Presents finale.
Mike DeWalt trying to last longer on the outside. He's able to hang on.
gotta ask yourself, how hard is too hard?
When you accidentally grab it instead of the gear shifter, that's when it's too hard.
That's when you're like, whoa, buddy.
You
What if
calm her
somebody else
down.
grabs it as a shifter? It's like, whoa.
That's when the ghost of Nate is riding in your car.
Memory made right there. Matthew Weeks off and running. Cooker and Burrell nose to tail. Almost like the human centipede but with cars.
And to watch falling back over to 6 here. Trying to get in line, gets passed now by Jonathan Melissa on the 69. Nice machine.
Whoa. A lot of jockeying for position. But we have started to separate a little bit. The cream rising to the top. Yet Brad Gutierrez has to win this race to have a chance. So far, he still has the fastest lap.
You got to lead the most laps too. That's very important. Very, very, very important to getting that championship done here tonight.
He's still in that 0X zone too. He hasn't had any incidents. He's been out front most of the night. Been able to keep that nose of the 84 clean, but currently in second place.
And currently in second. Needs to get a couple more spots. He's got one, not a couple more, but he's got one more. He needs to get around Matthew Weeks here. Needs to lead some laps.
Leading laps would be preferential for the 84. The 24 on the move. Again, started 24th. Now all the way up into third. That Exalta Chevrolet Camaro next-gen machine making it work for Nathan Fuller.
Definitely getting the job done there in that third spot. A couple car lengths behind Gutierrez and Weeks. Trying to get the draft off and build some momentum, close up that gap if he can.
And another big mover of the night, the 48 Irwin Tools of Matt Albert to the inside of Kyle Munson. We're riding on board right now, having a good run here tonight.
Great run there for Munson. 3 wide low. That gets turned to the wall by the side of the row. Rowe get contact with Matt Albert. Blake Snyder trying to sneak by all 4 of them. All 3 of them. I can't count.
Rowe and Albert are teammates. But again, this is where it ends. One and done for these drivers. Oh, Blake Snyder in the 48 now banging doors. 3 wide down the back stretch. Snyder's going to tuck back in, looks like for the moment. Going to tuck the sack back and drive.
See what he's able to do. Big opportunity here for all these drivers. Just inside the top 5, get out of this chaotic bubble that they're in right now. Absolutely no breathing room whatsoever for any of them.
Again, this is a battle you're looking at from about 4th all the way back to about 11th. Rowe, the 5, the 48 of Matt Albert, both teammates, giving each other the business here in the middle of this race.
And we're trying to get single file a little bit, maybe work together, go run down to our leaders. That lead pack about a second difference or so right now.
Brandon Meyer trying to make a push all the way back into 14th, as high as 3rd. Trying to rebound, maybe saving some tire for the longer runs.
Definitely, saving tire at this point in the race is a great call to be able to do it. It's a big strategy, maybe a race winning strategy. After the leader's still going to have at least one more stop, maybe 2.
Yeah, as we mentioned, it's going to be about 40, 45 laps on fuel. Depends on your pit strategy and what you're deciding to do. But again, if they all pitted for fuel on that last stop, that means they're not going to be ready to go. They're going to be able to go on one more stop, from what I can tell. If the math is math, great.
I'm not very good at math. Are you good at math? I'm not good at math.
I don't know. Base Puppy says, I feel I should mention that Rocket Race secured the team championship last week. Yep, and will not return next season. Showed up for one season and got it done. Battle for the lead is crazy.
Going out of the bang.
Let's go look it up.
Yeah, Fuller caught Fuller.
As I mentioned, I think almost bi-weekly, a menage a trois of pain. Jeremy Beal go to the lead. Great battle, he says. Let's bring that bastard in. Oh, no, he's not even here. Where'd you go? Dude's pulled off to watch the goddamn race.
I believe it.
I can't blame
It's a
him.
good race to
Good
watch.
up front.
It's a great race to watch, yeah.
Gutierrez to the inside, resuming the lead. Matthew Weeks battling back and forth. Nathan Fuller being like Bill Cosby, putting it where it don't belong. Is that appropriate?
Oh.
Do a flip, says Yakko
Right.
Mode. I want to see that shit.
Dustin
Get
Wells
up.
did one.
He did. Dusty Wells did it. It was impressive. If we had an ESPN non-top 10, it would make it at number 1. Oh, scraping the walls. The 11 of Matthew Weeks taking the lead back over from the 84. Good competitive
Eyes for
action.
the lead. Gutierrez trying to get the lead back here. Through 1 and 2.
Oh,
Gets
get
bobbles. Big bobble there.
Loosey-goosey. Yeah, lost some time on that one. Again, Brad pulling out all the stops as he's got to lead the most laps. He's got to win the race. Did not get qualifying, but did lead a lap already, so he's in good shape. But either the lead has to be taken over by Nathan Fuller or Matthew Weeks has to exit stage right.
Able to get it done. Falls back to third. Now side by side. Got to lose third though to Ethan Burrell there.
Just murder that name, bro.
Close enough. Got B. My name has a B.
Again, if you're hanging out here in the chat, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat. Joining me tonight, Brayton Lassner. Again, always a privilege when we cross paths again. Your second straight season doing the finale. It's always awesome to have you in the booth.
Yeah, this is where it all started last season with our relationship with the Gears League and met a ton of great friends along the way. Situationship.
Nathan Fuller looks like he might lead a lap after overtaking Matthew Weeks. Slipped coming out of 4 and onto the front stretch. Weeks makes an easy pass on the outside for the lead. Now, Brayton, I'm looking forward to Charlotte, but I'm even looking, I guess, is a term more forward to Madison, August 22nd. Coming to MIS. I forgot ARCA even ran there, to be honest.
It's the first time there in a couple years.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Had to replace it with something.
Well, why did, I guess you wouldn't know this answer, why did they go to Milwaukee?
Because the trucks aren't going to Milwaukee. So someone didn't want to pay the bill for ARCA to go back there. So they thought they might go back to Madison after a couple year hiatus. Matthew Weeks, though, is trying to end a couple week hiatus.
Why is it every time you talk, something funny happens? Kyle Munson almost took to the streets. Getting loose off of 2. Thank you for that insight. I don't like the casual, the fan or the viewer, they don't get to know that information, at least without digging. But Madison, I'm looking very much forward to. That's going to be fun.
Definitely, it's going to be my first time there. I'm excited for it.
If you need me to scout, if you need me to do anything, you let me know, bro. I'll go there.
You change the tire? We might have you change tires. We should have the Gears pit crew for Charlotte there.
You would never want us to do that. I mean, if you did, we would probably get a GoPro and we would have to document that experience. Let's talk about. I didn't want to step into it here, but maybe I will just a little bit. Like, you say that, but how serious are you talking? Like, I know you told me, when we were talking, it is kind of a race-by-race basis for your team. Is it like anybody that's in the area or anybody that's available, or do you have dedicated personnel to your team every weekend you go out?
No, the only dedicated personnel that will be there week in and week out, you can also out on the screen here, though, will be me, my girlfriend for a good majority of them, the team owner, and I'll have the same crew chief for a good majority of the races as well. But the crew will rotate week in, week out. most of the time the team will provide crew, including spotter, including tire and over-the-wall people and fuel people. But they are most of the time just people, from that area that happen to be there, and most of them are. Sometimes it's younger kids in the college scene, because there's actual NASCAR school that volunteers pit crews, and they're younger kids just getting experience before they move up the trucks and next Xfinity if they're good enough.
Sure. Yeah.
And sometimes guys are 65 years old and can't pick up a fuel cake. So if we're going to Charlotte and I don't have a spotter or crew for that week, we will have a gears
You
over
guys
the wall.
will have to hit us up, because you're going to have a full team on hand. So, I mean, that would give us even more of a reason to come and to do that and be sober for it, for one. But for two, to take part. You let us know, man. Let's talk about that offline, and maybe that might be a reality. That sounds like fun.
I mean, I know we'll try to get all the gears guys and not pit lane at least, and pit road for the race.
Hell yeah. Gears in the house again. This is the final race of the year, Las Vegas. You're looking at it live. Matthew Weeks, Ethan Burrell, Nathan Fuller, David Tucker, Brad Gutierrez, your top 5. Connor Rowe, Josh Cole, Jonathan Militia, Kyle Munson, and Ryan Robertson rounding out your top 10. And I got to say, there is only been one caution here tonight. It's been great racing as we are approaching less than 40 laps to go to the conclusion of this thing. Base Puppy says, I will do whatever is needed to help you out in Bristol. So you got friends in many places, Brayton. I know you've kind of constructed a following on your social media. But again, here at Gears, you know this is your home if you ever wanted it to be.
I plan on racing quite a bit next season, especially if the schedule aligns with an ARCA race we're doing. So I'd love to use iRacing for practice, and you guys are some of the best iRacers I've probably ever ran against in terms of competitiveness, and I would love to use you guys as training tools.
It's awesome. Definitely one of those things where we strive to have good racecraft here, good bits with teams, with, driving around different drivers. We've had some controversy this season, a roller coaster ride up and down all year long. We kind of went down memory lane this week inside of our Discord in the garage. I call it the garage. It's a Discord. Let's be real. But we had some stuff that came up, like funny videos of things that transpired during the season. And I got to admit, the 2024 season of the Gears Cup Series has been the best season on record. We have seen some really competitive drivers. We have seen some really funny accidents. We have seen some really excellent side-by-side racing, good competitive driving. And it really drives us forward, with no pun intended, going into 2025. Now, 2025, I will warn you, Brayton, and everybody else who's listening, there are some big things coming. If you took part in the survey, if you're a driver and took part in our survey, which we do every year, we value your feedback. We value your time that you spend to be here every week. First of all, the days of the week might change.
Ooh.
Second of all, the car might change, which I highly doubt just based on what I've seen.
Honestly, if we're going to the Gen 4, that's going to be a bummer. I hate the Gen 4. This is my opinion.
So, Brayton, I got to tell you, they revamped the Gen 4 by January, February of next year. It will be even better than what it is right now. So hold out hope a little bit for the Gen 4. I've heard a lot of promising information about that.
I know a lot of people really, really like it. I'm just not a huge fan of it, but I'm entitled to my opinion. Other people are entitled to their opinion, even if it's the wrong opinion.
Now, it's not a concrete set and done, from what I can see based on the responses. The next gen Cup car is just a popular car for people to drive just because
people love it.
It's the current car of the day, right? Like, it's the current car of the modern series. People want to run it. People want to run it like the pros run it. I understand that. But as far as it goes, there might be some really cool changes, and I'm not saying, big in a negative fashion, but big in a positive fashion, which will engage our driver base and our fans and people who tune in. So get ready. I will drop that information as it comes. So if you are not following our channel, please do so, or at Gears Racing League on YouTube.com for that information. We will drop that as it comes out. Currently, your leader right now is Matthew Weeks, Ethan Burrell, David Tucker, Nathan Fuller, and Connor Rowe. Brad Gutierrez Jonathan Militia, Josh Cole, Kyle Munson, and Joseph Enright, your top 10. And Base Puppy has submitted a loose and loud that we will do inside of 34 laps to go here at Vegas. And again, sponsored by Base Puppy for redeeming that. Thank you very much. right, bringing us back in now from the loose line. Again, I'm Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horse Boat. Alongside with me tonight is Brayton Laster. Again, Brayton, always a privilege to have you alongside us here tonight. Getting close to getting through this pit cycle. Looks like 4 cars have not pitted yet, which would be the leader of Travis Stroney, Matt Albert, Logan Morris, and Mike DeWalt. What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking that Brad Gutierrez's championship hopes are quickly gone out the window. Less than 22 laps to go this time by, and once he tackles through, he'll be running that 4th or 5th spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know what more he needs to do, but needs a caution at this point and a miracle.
Hail Mary time indeed. Maybe he could pull a Jaden Daniels, but odds are against him.
Very much so. Unfortunate night ending for Gutierrez's championship hopes. I'm not going to finish the sentence because it's not over yet.
No, it definitely isn't over yet, but at the same time, you get the feeling like, there's faster cars on the track. There's faster cars on the track.
If I'm a betting man right now, I'll tell you guys who I'd go with. And it's
Matthew
not
Weeks.
Brad Gutierrez.
It'd be Matthew Weeks. For me, it'd be Matthew Weeks. Did I steal your pick?
No, not at all. I was turning the championship. Max DeWalt, though, still last car, or now the only car yet to pit. Getting some laps led, though. That is hoping Brad Gutierrez in the bit that get caught here, right for the stack.
I mean, if outside of Matthew Weeks, who else do you think would be pretty competitive here with 20 to go?
Man, looking through this running order, I gotta see how they work their way off pit lane here. Hooker is very quick suddenly. He's been quick all night, but Weeks is so far ahead right now.
Yeah, again, Matthew Weeks, if he was racing full time,
Ethan's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Ethan might be able to win this race over Weeks.
I believe that he has the capability. Ethan Burrell, again, a talent. Do you know his I rating? Can you see that?
I can.
Wow.
It is 66.26.
Rub my nipples and call me whatever you want. With a nearly 4.99 safety rating, A-class license. Ooh. This MFer is balling.
Balling and balling on the budget. Trying to get the win tonight. It's always a great feeling whenever you go out and win in the championship finale of any league race. You're not contending for a championship.
Honestly, if I'm not in it, I would love to spoil it. And I think that's my motivation, especially if you know you can win there. You can race and be strong. No doubt. Why not?
Oh, easily. I mean, when excuse me, I'm having a rough one over here, but whenever I go out, everyone's on their A game, championship race. And you're able to beat the best of the best all season long. Makes you feel a little good about yourself.
Right, as we are in the finale, 33 weeks. 33 weeks we have battled. Every week we gather Friday night for the Gears Cup Series. Quickly coming to an end. Again, we crossed this start-finish line this time by, as Ethan Burrell does. We have 15 laps to go to the conclusion of this season. And I gotta say, from start to finish, we've had a lot of entertainment. I mean, I wouldn't still be sitting here if I thought it was boring. Okay? They have put together a season in which there's a little bit of controversy, but again, you're holding a lead. That's going to happen, right?
They're always going to have their moments. They're always going to have their ups and downs. And right now, Ethan is fighting up.
Again, as Brayton mentioned, you always have your ups and downs. And we've had more ups and downs. Ethan Burrell has been a part-time guy for the last now 2 seasons. Your leader, trying to spoil the party.
I think he took a 2-tire stop on that last green flag pit stop, saved 5 seconds. And it's actually working out really, really well. One of the quicker cars on this run right now.
And if you can do it, do it. I mean, some of the drivers, especially the less experienced ones, they don't know how that handles with 2 tires.
Sometimes you got to go for it, hope for the best, and that's exactly what Ethan is doing here tonight.
Absolutely.
And he's getting it done.
Getting it done. 3 seconds over Matthew Weeks. David Tucker, Brad Gutierrez, Nathan Fuller, your top 5. Brandon Meyer, Josh Cole, Connor Rowe, Joseph Enright, Ryan Robertson. Running our top 10. Big shout out to Ryan Robertson coming back after about a month hiatus. 3-week hiatus. New job, new opportunities. Big shout out for Ryan and what he's been able to accomplish. Finishing inside the top 10 would be a big boost to his confidence at the year.
That would be a huge boost if he's able to get it done here tonight. You want to go and win the race, have a good run, and respect what I mentioned. This is a championship race, the best of the best. Everyone is on their A game right here, right now. Everyone takes to the house and run top 5, top 10 against these guys. On any given night, that's a good night to do a championship race.
Absolutely.
Tom, I hate to say it, but there are less than 11 laps to go in the 2024 Gears Cup season.
Yeah, again, the finale at Las Vegas. We've done it 2 years in a row now. Brayton has been here the last 2 years.
Been some great racing these last 2 years.
It is. I mean, only what? Did we have 2 cautions here tonight? 2 cautions with 10 to go. Maybe there'll be one more in store. But it's been competitive
only one.
racing.
We had one caution.
Okay, one. All right, yeah, 1 caution. That's got to be a record for our finale. 30 drivers showed up here tonight to put it down. Again, last time they're going to be able to get together in this Cup car for this season that actually means something.
And the holiday season doesn't mean something. I think that's where all the bragging rights are.
Holiday season, you'll see Horse Boat again. If you see this stream live, I am broadcasting my POV because I'm racing with these guys. I'll be out there on the track. Maybe I'll do it in VR. Now that I have my link cable set up, I know what I'm doing with it. I'll be able to broadcast that. Maybe some drunken golf later. I don't know. We'll see. Question mark. But again, it's been a wonderful season, and glad that y'all have joined us for this journey. Ethan Burrell, your leader. Matthew Weeks, David Tucker, Brad Gutierrez, and Nathan Fuller, your top 5. And I think we can say Brad Gutierrez, the candle has been kind of blown out on the birthday cake.
He's caution. He needs it now is what he needs.
He needs a miracle. He needs it bad. But again, he can't scoff at the fact that he finished 2nd for RGR. Their team.
A very stacked field this season.
It has been. You're right. To be able to persevere through that and get to this point and finish 2nd, and then finish 2nd to a guy that has 10 wins, I don't think you're gonna bitch too much about that.
No.
And still be within arm's reach entering the championship race. I wouldn't scoff at that. And given the opportunity, I would try my best to see if I can make it happen. And I know that Brad has. We're riding on board with him right now. The 2nd place in points. I mean, Brayton, you can elaborate a little bit more, but it's nothing to scoff at.
Not at all. That the stats will not show that Van was not here tonight. They're going to look and see that Brad was able to go toe and toe. Just not tonight, because Van wasn't here, but all season long, and also the playoffs. This playoff format is brutal. You have a couple bad races in the early goings, and you're out of it. Brad did everything he can to make sure he was able to be here when it mattered most.
And that is the important thing. I mean, I think we can all be in agreement is that, you're here when you need to be here. 33 weeks is a lot of commitment, and I know a lot of these guys have not done that. But most of them have made most of the races, and you got to give their hats off, tip of the cap, for being available, for being competitive, taking part in this. So we are 4 laps to go to the conclusion of this one. Ethan Burrell in the lead. And it's not even close. 3 seconds on Matthew Weeks right now.
It's all going to be about that pit stop. He had that green flag pit stop, 29 laps to go. Ethan, 9.5 seconds, coming up in the high 13, low 14-second range. So
Now,
only
let
two
you know-
tires.
I'll let you know right now, Brayton, if you got a couple questions you want to ask, feel free to interject here during our interviews in the post. But again, Ethan Burrell putting on a clinic right now.
Absolutely. I mean, very dominating. I don't think we mentioned it, but Jonathan Militia has parked it for the night. He had to spin back on lap 125. He missed it. Had some heavy contact with Fitzpatrick, actually. Coming around the corner, but not throwing out a caution, though.
Yikes. Again, we're going to have a little bit of a long post-race show, so again, tune in for that. Stick around. Don't leave. We're going to get ready for that here shortly. Go ahead.
Ethan did not set practice time tonight. It doesn't matter. He's not going to need the practice. Started all the way back in the 12th starting position, and so far he's got half a lap to go before he sees that white flag, and all he can do is coast.
Now, Brayton, I got to ask you, do you prefer the next-gen cars with the number font towards the front of the car, or do you like it centered underneath the driver?
I don't really have an opinion on it. I like both designs. I think you can definitely incorporate both designs adequately. As Ethan has taken the white flag adequately and sets a coast from here, and he will find victory lane in the championship finale in the 2024 Gears Cup Series. Yeah,
knock on wood that Brayton Laster didn't Joe Buck his ass. But Ethan Burrell coming around turn 3 and 4. The Office Depot Smoke Inspired 14 Chevrolet Camaro off of turn 4. And your winner of Gears presents the finale at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
First win in 2024. It's the most important one. Doesn't win a championship, but he's going to go to victory lane. He's going to burn it down.
Brayton Laster, you just got gifted a Tier 1 sub from Militia. And he's resubscribed. Holy shit. That's amazing. That doesn't take away from the win from Ethan Burrell, but that's definitely exciting. Hell yeah for that, and hell yeah for Brayton Laster getting that sub. Ethan Burrell, your winner tonight, bringing home the checkered flag. He's going to burn it down as we get ready for the Gears Cup Series post-race show, the last one of the year. Again, get a drink, get something, get ready for some interviews and some sweet, sweet hot commentary for Brayton and myself. Take 60 seconds. We'll be back. Bringing it back in here now for the Gears Cup Series post-race show brought to you by meandyourmom.com. If your mom needs a face to sit on at some place, please check out meandyourmom.com. And one of our sponsors we didn't get the shout out here tonight is the University Karen of Phoenix. Are you a total bitch? Do you aspire to be one? Do you need to talk to a manager? If you've answered yes to any and all of those questions, master your craft and learn from the professors at University Karen of Phoenix, where you can let that Karen flag fly. Now ask the most obvious tough questions and inspire your inner Karen. At the University Karen of Phoenix, be the bitch you've always wanted to be, offering online classes on and off campus opportunities. Again, check out ukp.edu.org.com for that. Again, Brayton Laster in the booth. I am Tom Torrey, bringing you the Gears Cup Series post-race show. Bringing you into the studio now as we're getting ready
To burn it down.
Yeah, burn it down.
We're burning the studio down.
That's right, burning the incense, all of the incense. They're eating the dogs, as they would say. Let's bring in our third place finisher tonight. Where is his ass? There he is. David Tucker in the 4, finishing third, had a strong run. Started in 7th, finished inside the top 3. David, how are you feeling, young man?
I feel good. I felt really fast. At least I've taken a break from iRacing over the past couple weeks, just for mental reasons. But to come back and still have a little bit of my skill there, I felt a little off in practice. I wasn't really finding my speed, but throughout the race it just kept getting better and better, and I felt we were definitely pretty fast on the long run. At least that second to last run, once pit stops came into play, it kind of disperses the field out a little bit. So I felt most of the race I was kind of just in my own little window of, not as fast as the front two, but enough to be quick enough to stay ahead of the guys behind me. So I was just kind of floating around, but no, it's good to get back behind the wheel again and race some good competition. I mean, one caution tonight with a field of 20 plus cars is pretty good. So
yeah, you can't hate.
No, definitely not. So just happy to get a good clean race in and finish up front with my friends up there.
Well, third place finish, again, nothing to scoff at. Congratulations to you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, just everybody that's a part of this Gears Racing League. Mike DeWalt's got a great thing going on here. I enjoy racing here every single week and looking forward to coming back next season. Huge shout out to Matthew Weeks, Ethan Burrell, Trey Holmes, Justin Vandermeer, all our guys, all of our friends that come in here and race, and more importantly, we get better every week racing each other, and even though we've been racing together for about 10 plus years now, we still learn a lot from each other and get better every single time we get in the car. So just really happy with the results and looking forward to next season.
Yeah, it was really entertaining to watch you. I'm glad that you joined our league. You've made it a miserable place for some of our other drivers as far as competition, because you are damn fast. But congratulations, man. Congratulations on a third place finish to end the year. And I hope to see you in the holiday series coming up in a few weeks.
I'll definitely be there. Thank you for having me.
Right on. That is David Tucker in the number 4 machine. Let's get in. The number 11, Matthew Weeks, led some laps, finished second in the booth again, probably for the last month. Matthew Weeks, how are you feeling after this one?
Feeling good. Kind of mad about iRacing's broken 2-tire system, but other than that, pretty good with the P2 finish.
In that last pit stop, did you take 2 or did you take 4?
I took 4, and Ethan took 2, and it was like 2 tires were faster than 4 for them 30 laps. So I was like, there's something just broken with the tire system, I guess, because there's no way the 2 tires should have held on that long and be that strong, so.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you were dominant this whole race. Ethan Burrell got a good stroke of luck, I got to say. He really did, to pull this one out. But again, finishing second, nothing to scoff at. Playing spoiler, you accomplished that feat. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Shout out, to Ethan and Tucker. The Pro Edge guys showed up, and we all put it on the podium, so that's cool to do. Justin, he was here tonight. Shout out to him on these beautiful schemes he makes me. Hit him up at JV Designs on Twitter, man. He'll paint you something nice. You guys at the booth all season did a hell of a job. Everyone that runs the league, everyone that raced, it was a great season. I'll be back full-time next next season for sure. So we'll come back and kick some ass.
Well, looking forward to that again. Now I'm looking forward to seeing you regularly here on this program. Congratulations, man. Hopefully you'll have something to celebrate tonight. And again, congratulations on a second place finish.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
You as well. And then Ethan Burrell winning the race here tonight. The 14 car taking 2 tires at the end, prevailing as your winner. Ethan, how are you feeling pulling off the finale?
I feel great, Tom, man. That's a good way to end the season. Came in here, I told Mike I wasn't gonna be able to make it. He messaged me earlier today, but managed to sneak in just in time, and it felt good, man. I ended up starting deep in the field, and the car felt really good. It was wearing good, getting pretty loose, so it was fun trying to manage that and manage the wear, and had a good battle there with Weeks towards the end, and he got the jump on me on the pit stop. So I figured, you know what, why not try something instead of taking the 4 and taking 4 tires and being a few seconds behind him. I figured, why not just take 2 and see what happens, and it gripped up good, man. I was able to hold it up there, and yeah, thankfully it all worked out.
Yeah, not everybody's able to do that, so it was cool to see you able to do that and be fast with it. Brayton, you got anything for him?
You ran a part-time season this season. First time going to Victor Lane, though. In 2023, you went to Victor Lane. I think it was 4 times I counted, and took a little bit. But talk about going out, though, on a bang in the final race, the biggest race, the race that everyone brings their A game. They're able to beat the best.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shout out to Brad, first of all. I mean, he drove his butt off tonight, and I know he needed to win. But I asked him before the race. I was like, if we race you hard and beat you, are you gonna be mad? And he said, no, let's do it. So shout out to him first of all. But yeah, I got quite a few wins last year, and that was awesome. Yeah. But Van really stepped it up this year, and man, he was quick, man. I think he probably won most every race that I ran this season. So shout out to him as well. And congrats. I think he's the champion. So congrats to him. But
yep.
Yeah, man, it was fun. It's nice to get the monkey off the back, get a win. I know I have speed to do it, so it sucks coming up short, but tonight was really cool.
A win is a win. Congratulations, Ethan. Again, anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out my wife for letting me hop in here last second and doing this thing. Mike DeWalt, of course, for keeping me around and welcoming me to run in here. Shout out to you guys for putting on an awesome show. I love tuning into your streams whenever I can, and yeah, just everyone in everyone Gears and all the championship guys.
Well, I do appreciate that. Again, congratulations on a win. Enjoy it this weekend. We're going to pop down into the other room in just a moment. Please let everybody know that we'll be down there in about 60 seconds to shut the fuck up. As we get ready to go in there.
We're taking the party to them. Is that a good idea?
Pretty quick. Brayton, if you want to go down there and join them, I'm going to do a little segue into that, and we'll get down to that in a moment.
I'll tell them to start cracking the cold ones.
Crack the whip, crack the beers, get the beers out, champagne, whatever you need.
Woo!
Again, we're getting ready to extend this post-race show a little bit more here tonight. Not normally what we do, but at the same time, something we want to bring you, the fans, lurkers, drivers, anybody who has watched us all season long. 33 weeks we have made it together, and I couldn't be prouder to bring this to an end here tonight. Holiday series a couple weeks out, again, November 15th. I'll bring that back up before we end this program, but I just want to reach out to you guys, the viewers, all season long. You have made it worth my while to come here every Friday night to do this. Gears in general, they love putting on a show for y'all. So whether you're a family member that comes, a friend or family member that comes to watch the stream live or on the playback, or the driver watching the race on the back end just to see what maybe you didn't see during the race, I do appreciate that, and I do appreciate the camaraderie that you bring to the Gears Racing League. Now again, Holiday Series dropping tonight. November 15th, we're going to have Chicagoland Speedway. I will definitely be broadcasting that, so tune in a couple weeks from here tonight, 2 weeks from tonight, as I'll mention it. The 22nd will be North Wilkesboro and the mini stock cars. To round out November, 2 dates to keep in mind, and then we have 3 in December, 4 in January, and then we go into February with the final race in the car tomorrow at Charlotte. And then bringing in the 2025 season. Now, again, I will warn everyone right now, we're going to experience some changes. Some changes, folks, that I think people will really like, really dig. We're working on the finalization of all of that as we go through it. Again, I am Tom Torrey. I appreciate, again, everything. All the love this year, the subs, the follows. We've eclipsed 500. I don't think I was at 200 when we started the year. So great growth there from our end. And I'm going to bring you here a little bit of our waiting room, which we have, Jesus, almost 2 dozen drivers. Let's hit this room.
That should be the
Here we
that
go.
should be the prize.
Gears Post-Race Show Community Series.
Oh boy.
We are at it, and a lot of voices are in this chat right now. Holy shit, boys. Again, a
How
wonderful
about that,
season.
Tom?
How
You got the
about
crew
that,
here.
Mike DeWalt? How is everybody feeling right now?
Feeling great.
Damn good.
Best 20th finish.
Justin
Best finish of my life.
Yeah, I'm in the neck brace.
I got to ask you, since I have all of you here in the booth, we're live. Holiday Series, I don't know if you've seen the dates yet. I'm actually going to post that now in the Cup Series chat if you haven't had a chance to see it, just so that you do. We have 6 different cars at 10 different tracks. Bada bing, bada boom, do some shrooms. Here you go.
Who's gonna tell them?
There you go again.